going so far. Let's see if you can keep it going, Amanda.
Good.
Next question, $500. In Hong Kong, English lessons are divided into 4 different categories. Which one of the following is not proficient English? A, oral, B, written, C, grammar, or D, reading?
Okay. I know that oral is taught because that's where they learn conversations. And I know writing is taught because that's where they learn how to write formal business letters. It's very practical. I thought that they did both grammar and reading, because in grammar you would learn rules, and in reading you would learn how to read literature. Oh wait, literature is an elective, which makes wait, no. You know, I'm gonna go with D, reading.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Sorry. That's correct! I'm sorry, you know, that's just what we do here sometimes. Trying to freak you out. Alright, so let's keep it going. You're moving along, you're really making strides. Next question, $1,000. In a higher form English classroom in Hong Kong, what type of homework is most regularly assigned? A, papers, B, worksheets, C, workbooks, or D, speeches?
I know this one because I know that it's very similar to the way it's taught in America, and when you are in the lower forms in Hong Kong, you focus on worksheets and workbooks, and when you are in the higher forms, you focus on formal writing. So it is A, papers.
That is correct. Amanda,
Making money.
you're really don't get too cocky yet there. Alright, next question for $2,000. In Hong Kong, a public exam is taken in order to enter into college. Which class is taken to offer tips to excel on the exam? A, ACT prep class, B, tutorial school, C, SAT prep class, or D, college prep class?
I know the public exam is similar to the ACT. I know they got a new one this year, and when it's really, really close, they start to practice on it by using past papers and stuff like that. I don't know if it's tutorial school or college prep class. However, since they take it to enter to college, we're going to go with D, college prep class.
Is that your final answer, Amanda?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. This time I'm not joking. You have lost.
Oh, man.
Sorry, you had a pretty good run. You'll go home with like $500. We'd love having you on the show. And
Thank you.
have a safe trip back home.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take a quick break and have another contestant on after.
In Hong Kong, English is always used only for business purpose, but in US, people use English mainly for daily communication and expressing themselves. I think this is the reason why there's a difference between the proficiency in English between Hong Kong people and US people. In Hong Kong, people mainly only learn some formal usage of English in order to handle their work. And so the English they learn are less lively than Americans. And I think having a good command of English is essential for me to find a good job. And in Hong Kong, you can always hear from the news report that the employers criticize their employees for not having a high proficiency of English. And I want to learn a good English in order to have a good prospect in my career.
I think it's hard for me to sit here and state that I have a personal connection to English because it's the only language that I've ever known. I did take German in high school. I spoke it for 4 years, but besides that, English is prominent, as it is to everybody, mostly in our class from America. I do think that based on the situation that you are in, your dialect, the way that you use/pronounce words will change. Like, you don't speak the same way in an interview with people as you would when you're standing with your friends. Like, that'll clearly change. But besides that, I think that English remains relatively universal within college lives when you're 21 and 22, because it's all we've ever known.
And we're back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? We've had 2 contestants not be so lucky so far. Let's see if Miss Carol Chung, all the way from Hong Kong, can win $1 million. Okay, Okay, Carol, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Let's do this. First question, $100. Which element below is less likely to appear in an English classroom? A, desks in groups. B, teacher's desk behind students. C, bare walls. Or D, books, dictionaries, novels.
I know the answer must be C, bare walls. Because as I know, in American classroom, it is very students-oriented. Desks are arranged in groups so to promote interaction among students. And as I know, as one classroom belongs to a teacher, so the teacher can do whatever they want for the classroom. They usually put a lot of decoration in the classroom, so bare walls is less likely to appear in American English classroom.
That is correct. Way to go. Moving on, $200. What type of uniform is worn for girls in American public schools? A, pants and collared shirt. B, skirt and collared shirt. C, shorts and collared shirt. Or D, no uniform.
It must be no uniform. I know that in American public school, students are not required to wear any uniform. But I know, although there's no uniform, there are some dress code for American students. For example, they require fingertip length for shorts and skirts, and no low-cut shirts are allowed to wear, and there is 3 fingers wide for tank tops, and no inappropriate shirts that advertise drugs or alcohol is allowed.
So D, no uniform is your final answer?
Yes, D.
That is also correct.
Yeah.
Really doing well. Next question, are you ready?
Yes.
$300. What is the term used to describe certain kinds of speech in America that are impacted by one's cultural background, geographic setting, or socioeconomic status? A, pronunciation. B, dialect. C, prepositional phrases. Or D, linguistics.
That's really a hard question. B, dialects.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, dialect. I know it leads to different pronunciation of the language based on where you were raised. So I'm going to go with B, dialects.
That is correct.
Yes.
There you go. All right, next question. $500. It's a lot of money riding on this.
Yeah.
Focusing specifically on middle school in American English classroom, what type of homework is least likely to be assigned? A, grammar workbook. B, spelling workbook. C, speeches. D, papers.
I know that in American elementary schools, students always assigned with spelling workbook, and in middle school they're usually assigned with grammar workbook and spelling workbook. And only in high school students are assigned with speeches, papers, because in elementary school and middle school homeworks tend to show how much students has learned in class, but only in high school students given room for showing their creativity. So I would choose C, speeches.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Oh, I'm sorry, we're actually out of time for today. We'll pick this up next time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?